What is going on, everybody? Antonius the Gamer here, back once again with Mikkel Smith and Super SSS Rank. This is the Press Start Select podcast. Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
Good.
Interesting. We're in a very interesting place of life, but but we continue to move forward.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's no matter the time of year, the news never gets less interesting, even on a quote unquote slower week. So without further ado, let's just get right into the order of operations, fellas. We'll just go in order because again, everything has its highs, its lows. I think one of the key things, I guess, the quote unquote oldest as the time of recording, Sony did a state of play. Not that it was entirely unexpected, but given that it was originally a rumor that quickly turned into, yeah, we are having one. What did you guys think about the overall state of play first before we dive into some of the individual titles?
Um, Honestly, man, it was good. It was good to me.
Mhm.
I definitely gave it like a solid 7 out of 8. It was good to see the I would say I wouldn't say the spiritual successor, but like I would say another like follow up from the studio that did Returnal, like
Mhm.
the game I forgot what
Saros.
Sorrows. Like
Mhm.
that was pretty good, man. I really like the type of, especially when you understand. Like I feel like this studio in particular is very niche. They have a certain type of game that they like to create,
Mhm.
and when you understand their history, you understand the product that they make. And honestly, I was like, wow, this is actually very very good. I'm interested to see how this actually develops. Because yes, from the outside looking in, it does look very simplistic, like a sci-fi ish shooter. But like, no, there's actually a lot of depth to why they do these things.
I was gonna
It is
ask you
one of
guys, do you feel like that game reminded you of Vanquish at all in terms of presentation and style?
It's not as
No,
fast, not as
no,
fast.
Okay.
no.
But like there's I mean, yeah, it's like it's a very like especially like I realize the coloring of this world, especially in Returnal, like it's very like a very dark type of world. And then but then this one added way more like I would say flashes of light and color
Mhm.
compared to Returnal. So I'm interested to see how this turns up because to be honest, this might be another Alan Wake or Control situation. Like maybe these two are actually linked in a way. You never
Okay.
know.
Mhm.
Because it kind of looks like, studios, they are trying to build like a universe where certain things do cross over. And then, Sony mascot studios are just perfect for that.
Yeah. Everything could be in an Astrobot bot, if need be.
I mean, overall, man, I'm just glad that they showed something. Because to be honest, like I said, they just be dropping them state of plays at random moments. It's like, what is you about to show?
Yeah, there was literally no tease, no build up, nothing. It was like there was rumors from some gamer insiders. It's like, yeah, we actually are doing one. Here it is. What? Like, what is
Uh,
this? But Joy,
yeah.
what about you? What do you think about the overall state of play? Or get into more detail?
I mean, it was for me. I took it a little differently. I liked it, and it was just like, well, okay, they wrapping stuff up. They wrapping things up.
And like you feel like it was leaning more towards the end of the console cycle type of energy.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you think it's because
Uh,
I mean I don't necessarily if I agree with that. I feel like a lot of it to me, and again, just conspiracy brain, quote unquote. I feel like they've had to do a lot of last minute readjustments with all these live services collapsing. Of
yeah,
like it kind of felt like there should have been a marathon trailer in here somewhere, but who knows? Or at least what's the other game that they're coming out with? The uh Fair Games, right? Is that it with the dollar sign at the end?
I'm not even too sure.
Oh, see, like it just feels like should have been a live service something, but because they're having so much trouble with that, it's just like, all right, let's see what else we have cooking.
I think they're going back to like how you said back to formula where they're going back to what their core focus is.
Mm,
Cinematic experiences, with some indie love in there, and I feel like that's where they realize like, hey, we just need to get back on track.
yeah,
Just to be honest, man, it's like I do feel like we've hit a very good pinnacle point in terms of hardware. Like you don't really need to like say like, oh, let's expand our parameters. It's like, no, bro, you've just now figured a way to maximize what you have now.
yeah.
So it's like, just give us the variety.
Yeah, I did take comfort in knowing that they started off with the first party title and then ended with the first party title. It's like, okay, this is what we kind of want from Sony. Of like, yeah, you can do your third party show offs. That's fine. Like every publisher is doing that now. You know, Nintendo's doing it, Xbox is doing it, but like, where is your stuff? You know, and I felt like this was the one where it's like, here's what we have. You know, so far. I was
Some of the remasters, I was just a bit like the Deus Ex remastered
oh
and the Dynasty Warriors
no no
3.
no no Dynasty Warriors 3.
I think Tim, you undermine how powerful Deus Ex that Deus Ex game alone it was the birth of many games like it.
I
You feel me?
understand that. I just
So
have that, but this is my personally where I stand is just the burnout of just remastered. It's like
oh
I do
no,
feel like if you're going to do it, I feel like a ground up remake would actually be great.
Mm.
Because
and
I
I
feel like
this is
that's when you add a true new coat of paint onto it, and able to, and in some ways, you're able to build on that formula as well.
I agree,
no,
and let's be
yeah.
honest, the Aspire remaster so far of Deus Ex looked horrible. Like when they showed the before and after, I'm like, this looks bad. Like they did a pretty good job with Tomb Raider, but this did
Um,
not look.
my opinion on it, I think that it's just going. It's only these remakes are not remakes for the sake of hey, we heard that you asked for it. Here you go. No, hey guys, let's use this as leverage so we can fund the next whatever. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm taking it as. That's why I'm taking these remix as you know,
Or in WB's case, is like, oh yeah, let's fix these
we're trying to
quirky
survive. Yeah, we're
Right.
trying to
for
Remember why you
choice.
fell in love with us in the first place?
but like
Nostalgia.
for example, look at the sales for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the collection, so that's a good thing, right? It's coming. We just got to make sure the world's at peace. But it's coming.
Yeah.
Then Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it's coming and it's going to be I think the right team, the right energies behind it.
Wait, you
Um
said Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
You mean
They
I
already
mean
four?
did
not
3.
yeah, they're going to remake 3 too. Yeah, absolutely. That's coming in the collection.
I mean, to be honest,
100%.
I don't think so. All they would have to do is a rollback update. That's all they would really
No,
have.
In that
I
case, remake it because I don't trust
yeah,
I
they're
don't
gonna
trust their
when I
rollback
Because
say
updates.
When
no,
I
because
yeah,
like I
when I
said,
say like not remake, yeah, you're right, Tim, not remake. They're gonna update it a part of the collection. They
yeah,
probably might add two or three
'cause
characters.
that's what like even like people like Maximilian do said is like, yeah, I mean, it's already available on your system because of they ported it over, but it's just like, yeah, the net code is not good.
At
So
all.
like, I mean, if you really want, like, hey, we're gonna have to shut down servers for like a good 2 months. Give us what the time that we need, and we'll just rehaul it. And
Yeah,
honestly, I feel like that's real good.
they're gonna put that a part of a
They're
collection.
gonna put a part collection. They're gonna re-release it.
With what?
They're gonna include the cut characters. You're gonna get Doctor Octopus, all those characters that were supposed to be in the game. Maybe with what? They'll do the Street Fighter EX series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, people want it.
yeah.
People want it. It
Who
was
is people?
people want it. People
Who is
want it,
people?
man. People
They,
want it.
I'm
Yeah, just like
Who is people?
people want it.
Actually, no, because that was kind of weird. Because like, all right, when you look at how they built the collections, I like how they did the separate volumes. Like, okay, you had the Capcom Fighting Collection 1, you had the Capcom Collection Fighting Collection 2. It was more of like, all right, there are wider range of properties out there under the Capcom title, but anything with Marvel, it
is
like,
his
and I
own.
think it needed something separate,
Mm.
and that's why I'm saying like, but with what? Because first of
Street Fighter
all,
EX too.
No, but that's not Marvel related.
Yeah,
Remember, like I said, like
yeah.
follow
It'll
the
be
formula.
Capcom Fighting Collection 3.
Um, nah, because I feel cause it's the Disney factor, and that's I'm breaking it down. I feel like there's a
Okay,
Disney
that's fair.
factor.
That's fair. That's fair. The
There's a
licenses
Disney
and
factor
everything.
that
That's
we're not
fair.
really like thinking about. Like, so that's where I'm kind of just wondering, like, but where does this
That's,
truly stand?
that's a fair point. I'll give you
And
that.
then Infinite, I don't see them touching Infinite again. I don't.
Not after Max put his stamp on it with his own PC mod. It's over for that now. There's nothing y'all could do. Like, shout out to Capcom for giving him the rights to do that, but I'm like, his version of Infinite is the game they probably should have dropped of Infinite.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Because to be honest, bro, I kind of feel like Marvel versus Capcom the collection was just like a farewell because I think they probably knew what was coming, and I think but they were just like trying to say for it. But then I definitely do feel, all right, 3 has a very special place in people's heart.
Does
I
it?
feel like just as I said, it does have a special place.
It
I
does.
just
It
feel
does.
like it just
It does.
needs better netcode. That's what it
It
is.
does.
Because it came out during the
especially for
weird Capcom time. Like it came off the back
That's
of
why it's also a little special.
yeah, like remember because the whole the controversy where it's like, well, because of all things going on, we can't give you the DLC the way we wanted to, so we're just gonna give you a brand new version. It's like, ugh, that just that didn't feel good.
Yeah, because they did it with Street Fighter, the Super Street Fighter. They did it with that to that, and then people was like, "Hey, bro, cut
Cut
it
that
out."
out. Yeah, cut that out. So I mean, we'll see how that goes. What did you guys think about the what was one of the things before we get into the big topic? What do you guys think about God of War's 20th anniversary being celebrated with a controller and nothing else?
Um, I that
Felt kind
was
of weird.
it was interesting, but I kind of just feel like they've reached a point where okay, I mean, we don't gave them all that we could.
Everything is remastered now.
We gave them we gave them the therapy DLC for free. I mean, the most we can do is make more money off them some way.
The controller don't even look good.
Now,
It
bro,
looked mad simple.
no, trust me. Once people see that color palette, there's just certain people like there's such a blind loyalty for things like that that there's some guy or woman in their place who has like a wall, like a
A
shrine
shrine to Kratos.
of just
This means
control.
something to me, man.
I got the Midnight Rose controller. I got the Kratos one controller. I got the Horizon hieroglyphics. There's somebody out there, bro. There is somebody out there.
So what you're saying,
And
Tim,
then,
is that that the term Sony pony didn't come from nowhere.
welcome back to my channel. Welcome, come with me as I unbox the God of War 20th anniversary package controller.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. No, trust me, bro. Consumerism is a beast, bro.
You're right. You're right. I just feel like, don't get me wrong, I do think Sony has dropped some dope IP themed controllers. That just wasn't one of them, in my opinion. As far as them expanding the Sony ecosystem with their speakers, what do you guys think about that?
That was cool. It's a nice addition. I
It's
ain't mad at it. I don't.
on brand.
Yeah. I saw
Because
people
like,
hating, and I'm like, this feels like Sony to me.
yeah, 'cause, like, bro, especially where they are now in terms of hardware, like where they want you to come to them for everything and everything. It's like they're literally, like I said, the new Apple.
Yeah.
They want you to come for everything. Like, oh, remember them little third party controllers y'all Mad Catcher y'all used to buy back in the day?
Yep.
No more.
No. Yep. Yep.
We will brick your system if
Right.
you.
You're gonna get input lag like crazy if you even try. But we will sell you this deluxe customizable controller for like $200.
But then even fight sticks, like, oh, you trying to buy a fight stick from who?
Right.
Brick the console.
Yep. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like I'm not. Like when I saw people kind of complaining of like who needs a speaker from Sony. I'm like, no, they're like you said, Tim. Like they're building their Apple infrastructure. I'm not mad at them for doing that. I'm like, why
And
would
people
I?
forget like they are a company that does this. Like
Yeah.
even these systems, like no, bro, like they're telling you, oh, buy the PlayStation Pro because they want you to buy their TVs.
Exactly. It's not PlayStation that funded Sony. It's Sony that funded PlayStation. Like, let's not. At the end of the day,
And y'all forget who the parent company is.
right. This is not Nintendo. This is Sony PlayStation, and Sony does this. Like they're gonna sell you the Sony experience. Like, so to me, I'm like, I get it. I understand the headphones were not necessarily the best implementation of this ecosystem, but this is just what they do, and they look fine. Like I'm not gonna sit there and run out and buy some. But I'm like, I'm not gonna knock somebody who's like, yeah, I just want Sony everything. Okay, they all work pretty well.
Yeah,
You know,
because I even thought about a Sony TV. I'll be
they're good
honest.
TVs.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, they're not bad. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we're not talking about this. Like I'm not gonna call any names, but we know the ones. The ones where you're like, oh, you got that because it was on sale on your way out from Walmart. Oh, I got some bad news. There was a reason why HDR was in quotation marks on that box. Like, Sony's not
Right.
one of those TVs, so it's kind of par for the course. But yeah, overall, I'm kind of with you guys. I feel like it was a solid 7 out of 10. Honestly, I thought it was pretty good. And with no further ado, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the announcements made at Sony State of Play. We finally, after 4 years of nothing, finally got a gameplay trailer for Marvel's Wolverine. And boy, what a homage to Wolverine Origins if I've ever seen one play across my screen in HD glory.
And listen, I would even go as far as say Wolverine's was Revenge as well. Like, y'all, that game wasn't that bad,
Oh
man.
no, they're pulling inspiration. Like the
Yeah,
thing
like
that Insomniac Games has an advantage of is like they're picking the superheroes that have pretty good games in their discography, so to speak. Of like these reference points aren't bad like at all.
Bro, the gore. That
Yes.
was like, because like even when you it's like, bro, like you hear those punches, like it's like, bro, I think you got him.
Yeah.
I think you got him.
yeah, but
Then of course, they threw in little Easter egg characters. You got your Mystique, you got your Omega Red. I mean, we already know 2 other people who are like right around the corner.
As
oh
long
no.
as they don't put in Deadpool, I'm cool with everybody else.
I was thinking Sabretooth, and
Yes.
obviously the Golden Child daughter,
Um
X-23.
you think so? I was thinking more Lady Shiva.
Mm, you mean Lady Deathstrike?
Sorry, Lady Deathstrike, not Lady Shiva, Lady Deathstrike.
Oh,
Mm,
absolutely. They're definitely gonna you definitely fighting Silver Samurai. You have to fight Silver Samurai. That's gonna be
that's
such
true.
a that's gonna be
Yeah.
such a
Sabretooth, Silver
fire
Samurai,
storyline. Like,
Lady
you guys
Deathstrike.
don't understand how fire that storyline is gonna be. You guys already got the ghost. It'd be a missed opportunity for you not to implement that, even though we're in feudal Japan, XYZ. But why not? We're already here. This is gonna be way more enjoyable for those that wanted a little bit extra out of their Ghost of
But I
Yote.
thought he met him more towards around when I think it was the World War.
But that's
It's the gaming universe.
it's the game, bro. We
Yeah.
we gonna have as much fun as we need to, you know. So, and then even
And then and you might see a little red, white, and blue character when they do the the Magneto backstory.
If they even go that far, right? Like cuz like they could do that. They could do what's his
So
name?
many things, bro.
Yeah, there's
So
a
many
lot of
things.
different ways they could do what's his name? He was in X-Men 97. The one
you have
who
it.
had swapped out Jean. Um
Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Sinister. They could put him as one of the big bads in the game if they wanted to.
I doubt it though.
Why?
That's too much. That's too. That's
Not
like
necessarily. Not necessarily
that's
because
too
it's like
much.
because you remember it's about like mutant human experimentation, trafficking, stuff like that. Because when
You
you really
you
look
have
at it,
Striker
like,
for that.
huh?
You got Striker for that.
But
But then,
they've done Striker
yeah,
enough at this
yeah,
point.
yeah, they have.
I just don't see Mr. Sinister because Mr. Sinister, you have to add Apocalypse. He would have to briefly be there. He can't be like a
I
focal point,
mean,
in my opinion.
depending how long how far that story goes, bro.
Look what they
I
did with
mean,
Venom in Marvel Spider-Man 2. They're like they didn't stay. It's pretty much he's from the symbiote Null without saying Null's name. Of like they didn't just do random goo from space. They're like, no, this symbol means something. So
I hate that. Oh
it's
my
not
god.
it's not off
yeah,
the possibilities.
yeah, especially when they gave him the gargoyle wings, I was like,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, no, but no, it's interesting, man. The trailer was beautiful, and I knew it was time to deliver on something. Like, I don't know if Sony stock rose after that trailer, but
It 1000% did.
you had to.
It one
You
thousand
just
percent did. Have you seen the likes to dislike ratio on that trailer? It's It was pretty well received. It's what I'll say.
Only called up Insomniac. It's like, hey, y'all boys, y'all been too quiet.
I think Sony's the reason why they've been quiet, to be honest
I
with
know,
you.
I know. But then, of course, the parent company is like, hey, it's time for y'all to present something. Your homework is due.
Mm. What do
Give
you
us
guys
some-
what do you guys think of the casting of Logan? Spartacus himself.
That was interesting. That was interesting.
Mhm.
I mean,
Never
it's good
watched
to see.
Spartacus.
Oh, you
It,
are missing out, my
bro,
boy.
it's on Netflix right now. That's your homework for this
You are
weekend.
missing out.
That's your homework
You
for
want to
this
see
weekend.
the Expendables
Actually,
set in the 1600 or
oh,
600 BC?
yeah. But you remember? Oh yeah. Oh, the second Spartacus.
The second
Yes, because
Spartacus, yeah.
remember the first original actor, he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's your homework, bro. It's on Netflix. Go ahead.
Raw steak with a bare hand. Conan the Barbarian energy. Like that's what Spartacus is.
Bro, one of the best shows on Stars.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it was very interesting, man. It's good to see a refreshing face. Like I said, we were all scared of the Nolan North era and Troy Baker era of acting.
True.
It's like give somebody else a chance.
And
Man.
who's gonna say they're not gonna be in the game somehow?
But you know what? You know what? You're right. Because I was gonna say like, well, why don't you give it to somebody who's like a no name? But
Nah, this one, I was like, you know what? Like when I sat back and saw, I was like, you know what? Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
I have a critique though.
Go ahead.
I think the Wolverine model looks too much like him.
too much. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say. That's my
yeah,
thoughts, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
It looks too. I'm. We've spoken about
I
this.
don't know if it's something that's like when dealing with mocap these days. I don't know. Like I feel like I don't know. I don't know how the ground works on the technology. Hopefully, somebody could break down for me.
You
But
can edit the face.
no,
You
but
can edit the face.
I'm saying a pattern. Like, is it more? I would say less of an overhaul if the person looks like him.
I don't know because like
But that's what I'm saying. We don't know.
I would say my main point of reference is Mortal Kombat, right? Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 1. The face models that they pick versus the voice actors are not the same. So you'll have people where it's like, yeah, that's why Sindel looks drastically different between 11 and 1 because we picked two different face models. So I'm like, to me, I'm like, well, if Mortal Kombat's doing that, why don't you just do that with Wolverine? Like, still have Spartacus, Liam, play him, be the character, but have his face based on something else. Like um uh Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2 does not look like Yuri Lowenthal. You know what I'm saying? It's just like why does Wolverine look like Liam with the Wolverine haircut?
Yeah, that's
Like
what I
why?
was.
But you remember digitally, they got rid of the first kid for Spider Man.
Yeah, but he don't look like Yuri Lowenthal either.
He looked more like Tom.
Digitally, and then when they did the remastered version, they updated his whole face.
He got
And
younger
he
as he
looked
got
like Tom.
older. Yeah.
And he looked like Tom Arnold.
Tom
Tom Holland. I
Holland,
mean,
yeah.
yeah. So
Him and
that's
Miles
kind
look
of
the
sick.
same age, ironically, after the redo, you know?
Really.
That was really my only like nitpick in the moment of like he looks it's just the actor. It's just the actor.
Yeah, and at that point, I don't want that, man. I want my games to have some uniqueness,
Yeah.
man. Like, I like the fact that
I
okay,
still think it is going to have a level of uniqueness, but I don't think it's a make or break. But
it's not, but now it's not a make or break, but it's like, yo, like
but
can we separate the mediums? Because we've advocated many times to how we're like
We're
we
but
don't.
starting to
then we
walk that
also
line.
You know what I'm
but then we
saying? We
also
say
need to
that,
know the technology behind it, and that's why I said I hope
but
whoever's listening
Tim,
out here,
I
if
want to
you
tell you
are a
something.
technology expert in this area, let us know what the full groundwork is.
Okay,
Like
so I can give you a snippet in that. It's
it's
yeah, so it's gonna 1000% be kind of similar. You don't really need to go all that far to get an expert. They mocap it and you can edit the face live. That was the whole point. Now you can either have it be the same because you want to show graphical fidelity, you want to make a point to prove look at how real this looks. But you can 1000% edit it. Even the face models for Resident Evil 8, the lady who's Lady Dimitrescu, it's not a 100%
Mm,
one for
mm.
one. You can
I mean,
edit
She
the
well,
don't look
face
nothing
style.
like her, to be honest.
they weren't really concerned about the face.
They weren't, but she don't look like her either. Like when I remember when her
No,
voice actor came out, I was like, oh.
but that's what you do. Like you, that's what you would. It's going to 100% look like the person, depending on the scope of the technology. Because Kojima was the first person to do it. He was the first person to have that to be done. So then, and then Snake doesn't look like Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, because
True.
I mean, I'm looking at like side by sides of him right now. There are some parts I was like,
Bruh, they gotta
okay.
fix that. They gotta fix that. We gotta.
But then my thing about it is like I think they were trying to do. You remember how we were saying like when they did the Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Like, remember people have always said like, but why do they always have to pick this set of turtles? Like, why don't you always pick 2003? Because a lot of people said 2003 is actually a very good balance palette point between
It is.
okay, no, these are ninjas, but then remember these has kid origins,
Mhm.
but not really when you read the comics. Like they were like a very definitive balance. And then, remember like how you said they're always trying to do something that's a bit, I would say, quote unquote, safe. Like even when I'm looking at the cover art, I do see where you guys are coming from. Like, yeah, they didn't really I think they should have made his face a little bit more I wouldn't say puffier because like, he's not fat, but
Mm-mm.
like a more like grinner chin type of feel.
Yeah, like.
Which, like, yeah, like, similar to what 97 Wolverine, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
that's the
even just the
Wolverine.
Marvel vs. Capcom sprite of what we saw Wolverine to be. Like he just got the
Yeah. It's just
the
the
set
cowl. Yeah,
jawline.
just the jawline. Yeah, man.
But I guess they definitely wanted like get a Canadian man
They
on the
still,
run.
I still think they could. I still think it's early enough for them to
Yeah,
like make that face adjustment. So
Yeah, same.
I'm not really worried about that. The
yeah, because
next final trailer will probably
Infamous
have that.
too. When they gave him the whole hair,
Oh
it's like no, we
yeah.
don't like that, and the way they redesign, and then even one of the best examples out there is Sonic the Hedgehog. Play ugly Sonic to this Sonic, and they still use ugly Sonic in that Chip and Dale movie.
Yeah.
And they made it such a comic relief about it. They was like, man, they didn't even give me a chance, man. They saw one look at me and they were just like, ah.
Yeah, absolutely not. Get out.
Yeah. Otherwise, we would have Sonic nothing.
Yeah.
There'd be no spaceship
There would have been
riders.
no sequel.
There'd have been nothing.
Bro.
No
No,
Keanu
but
Reeves.
so like I said, man, I mean, I do get where y'all coming from, but overall, man, I'm excited. I'm really excited, man. I'm glad that I'm happy to see Insomniac is recovering from whatever just happened,
Mhm.
and I hope they recover the best way possible. And I just hope that this is not burnout. I do feel like people also need to understand, due to I don't know how long the life cycle of this game is, but you're gonna have to have some patience for Spider-Man 3. Gonna have to have some patience.
Well, I mean, we could pivot a little bit unless you guys want to say anything else about Wolverine
Go
because
ahead.
there's rumors about that too.
Um, I do want to go a little bit
Okay,
into
sure.
Wolverine. Um, what do you guys think the hub world's gonna be like? You guys think it's gonna be more like God of War, or a little bit of?
I think it's going to be like a hybrid form of like Last of Us and Uncharted, like where like you're walking in a zone, but then things happen and it turns into like cinematic pieces back and forth.
I actually think it's going to be a lot more like Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, where it's
That's a
like
possibility. Like,
because the locations they show were so drastically different. I could easily see a scenario of like you're going back to this market area, but there's still a couple of I don't know terrorists, whatever that are looking for you. There's still a bounty for you out there, so you're in a hub kind of like again their level design and the Ratchet and Clank level design is pretty intricate, but
yeah,
it's not quite an open world. But there's still enough to explore and unlockables to find and enough enemies to encounter where it
bro.
still
Yes.
feels engaging. That would be my best
That's
guess.
actually a good tie-in too, because you forgot that they are the creators of this.
Right?
So like, let's see how that incorporates into this.
Yeah, let it play to their strengths. Like my other comparison would be Jedi Survivor, but I'm like, why would I compare to Jedi Survivor when like Insomniac has done stuff like that already? You know,
Mhm.
I would not mind something. Yeah, I think that's the best route to do a Wolverine. You don't have to go fully open world because I mean, unless you're doing like a version of Wolverine to where it's more of a like 90s skateboard energy. Yeah, yeah, man, just do whatever you want, do combos. Then if it's that type of game, but then that's fine. But for what I'm hoping for, I'm hoping you just get enough of Wolverine. We got the gore. That's great. I do like the stealth elements that Wolverine can do. I want people to, hey, yo, the Wolverine's really. I want people to see those things. I want people to want to play as Wolverine. Like, can we use our senses, a sense of smell to detect or X, Y, Z? Add some elements to where he's solving stuff where not always claws. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just cool. Like you can literally, okay, bro, I'm about to hunt this dude, man. Let me go ahead and get him. And I think that for me, that's just me wanting the icing on the cake. But
No, and I do feel like this is a developer that actually delivers on aspects of that, like in terms of detail. And I do feel like maybe this game will be a challenge for them, but a good challenge in a way.
yeah, it will
And
cause
they
them to
have the
innovate. Yeah,
resources.
they're
I
gonna have to
would
innovate.
I would love a Insomniac version. Just this is just me. This is just me being a kid. Fight some type of fight to where Wolverine does what he did with Hugh Jackman in the first X-Men movie on the Statue of Liberty. Joe was
Where
hard.
he's-
That Joe was hard, man. Oh
You think
shit.
about it looking back, I'm like, this is not this wisest coolest looking thing, but in the moment you're like, yo.
Fam, fam. Oh, yo, when they show me that, yo, hey, you have to when you see these things as a kid, I can't find the verbiage, man. But it's like you go all of your senses are activated. For one. All of your senses are
I
activated.
mean, well, for one, they definitely gonna run you the money for them costume packs.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think
I
so. I
think,
think you can unlock them. I think you can
I think.
unlock them, bro.
I mean, not to say money, but like the way how they did Spider Man.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
gave you a lot of costumes with the game with Spider-Man that they
yeah, like
easily could have charged for.
yeah, yeah.
I think
But I think that was in Spider-Man's DNA. Like we literally looked up not Game Pass, but Game Informer codes to get the spider. Yo, that's a part of it.
mm,
Like the classic Spider-Man for the PlayStation 2, Carnage Revenge that's what it is, right?
mm-mm.
Which one was it?
For place
Electro's Revenge?
Electro's Revenge.
Electro's Revenge, my favorite Spider-Man game, to be honest with you. Like
Mm.
for the PlayStation, the best. But I think I want something like that. That's just me wanting to be a little extra. I'm hoping I get
Oh,
something like that.
you're gonna get your set piece. Don't
But
you worry.
before we move on, do you guys any villains that you guys want to see? Any cameos that you're not interested in that you might be interested in?
I know we were kind of exposed to things that we probably shouldn't have known about because of the leaks. Or sorry, the hacks, I should say. I kind of don't really want a lot of X-Men tie-ins. I know that sounds crazy given the property. But I enjoy solo Wolverine a little bit. Like I don't need to see Colossus or
No,
Jean Grey.
I don't want to either. I'm saying as far as enemies.
Colossus kind of makes sense to me though.
He does make sense, but that's exactly why I don't want him. Like use y'all
Like
brains. Do
Colossus,
something interesting.
Colossus, Nightcrawler. Um, yeah, like I don't want a full team aspect, but I do
Mhm.
feel like there's moments where it could be like beneficial. Like let's just say, oh, one time he's talking on the phone to Beast
Mm.
about something.
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Like
I would
stuff
love to
like,
see the
like
the
there's
render.
ways to like mix it
Okay.
in. I would say.
Let me ask you guys a question, and after that we can move on. How would you guys feel? Would you guys be upset? Let me know if Hulk shows up in this game.
No, I need that.
Okay.
I
I
need
feel like they're hinting.
Okay.
yeah.
They're
Okay.
hinting
Okay.
like Hulk. It's like
Yeah.
remember like the picture that I showed you all about that they said the Marvel
Mhm.
Big Three. I
Okay.
just feel like Hulk somewhere down the line is going to come into the picture.
I need that boss fight for sure.
Okay. Okay. So for me,
Yeah,
I kind of
in a
I
Canadian forest where
Yeah.
there's
Yep.
just this wrecking ball of
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
just comes out and
would
just
you would you guys mind a Modok
hold
challenge?
up.
Not Modok.
Modok.
Mojo challenge arena mission mode. Like he has challenge. He kind of like will play the role of a Riddler, and that way you fight
Hey,
his.
hey, don't say that out loud. Don't say that out loud.
What you mean?
No, no, no. Like, but you know what I mean.
Oh
It
yeah,
was a
yeah, yeah.
joke. It
Got
was
you,
a
got you,
joke. It
got
was
you.
a joke.
Yeah, yeah. But
Mm,
I think it'll work, man.
Because I do
He's
see,
taunting
I
Wolverine.
see where you're
He's
going to in terms of like to add more playability to the game. Like, all right, once you beat the story, what is there to do?
Mm-hmm.
I understand that aspect. So yeah, Mojo or maybe like a danger room type of
Danger Room could work.
simulation. That could actually work. Yeah, we'll see. We'll go from there.
Yeah,
yeah. I definitely would. You have to put Lady Deathstrike in this game.
that's what I think. I did too.
Eventually, yeah,
Yeah.
You have
eventually.
to. And I think, to be honest with you, I'm actually getting excited, man. They can do whatever they want. They could make a story fire. They could actually. I would not be. I would actually. I'm actually open to new types of enemies.
I mean, but you already
Like
saw that from the trailer of like, I think they kind of felt a little weird about him cutting down legit, strictly humans. So they're like cyborgs. It's like it's gonna be a cyborg henchman of like he has a bio leg. He's not just a regular gun
no.
gun
Well,
shooter.
I actually hope they bring back a classic
Well,
Wolverine villain.
I think they were based on the Ravagers. Remember
I
the
like that.
cyborgs? Yeah.
Okay, and I actually hope that they bring back a villain that Wolverine had a lot of trouble with. I don't know if you guys could guess. His name is Cyber.
Does not ring a bell at all.
Yeah, I think okay. So you guys, there's a whole like villain list that Wolverine has. I think this is a perfect opportunity to dive into those things.
Oh yeah,
So
most
we
definitely.
can move on. I'll send you guys the information later. Um,
Okay,
I should
I
I
had
should
one other nitpick about the game.
okay. Talk to me.
Do you guys think they're gonna be able to pull out the combat?
Off
Yeah,
the combat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Insomniac, or especially as they're entering this new territory, I would
Mm-hmm.
say, because I do feel like they chose Spider-Man for a reason. I feel like they chose that because to be honest, that was the only, I would say, combo-centric game they've had in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you really look at it, Infamous was more of like pew 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 pew
You
pew.
mean Resistance?
No, 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 Sucker Punch.
We're talking about Insomniac.
Oh yes. Oh wow.
Yes, I was
Yeah, we
like,
keep. No, no, no. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Resistance. Yeah. So pew pew pew
mm,
pew. Um. Yeah, Insomniac, and then of course Ratchet and Clank. Like uh, like a shooter, but like the most weirdest guns that you have in a very cute, cuddly universe that's
yeah.
also very dangerous.
I think
So
the
like,
combat's gonna deliver,
yeah,
bro.
so like I do feel like they
I'm not
did
worried.
Spider-Man as a way to like get a handle of like a combo centric game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, they chose something that's very familiar. Like it, I wouldn't say it was Arkham like, but there was some similarities that you could grasp from that.
Mm-hmm.
And they did too, and they did Miles, and now you have something that's a bit more of the grittier side. So let's see. I mean, yeah, I mean, the gore animations are great.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was hard to tell what was actually like gameplay versus cinematic, but
Hey,
we'll know in the future.
I'll say this. I could tell where the parts were. The part where they were complaining about Tim when we were on the chat, and they were like, "Oh, it's just a CG." I said, "No, you stabbing that man.
Yeah.
It's a quick time event. I mean, it's not really. If you're gonna break the hold,
It's not at all a quick
that's not
time.
no quick time event, man. That's not no quick time event. That man is stabbing homie in the face, and he's not budging. Get him
Yeah.
off of me. Otherwise, he's gonna do a power grab.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the combat. Let me tell you why. Because I feel like this Wolverine is gonna be. He's gonna use all parts of his body. He's gonna kick. He's gonna jump. He's gonna have
Headbutt you.
aerial combos, headbutts. Um, I would have loved for if they would have borrowed parts from Metal Gear Solid Rising to where you can like target if you had enemies where you had to go into like a first person mode and target parts and joints. I think that'd have been fire. I think you saying no because you're looking at it through the eyes of Platinum Games, but and who better to refine that type of
Nah, I
gameplay than
don't want
Insomnia?
Fruit Ninja. I don't want no Fruit
Well,
Ninja.
I think
It won't be,
the
but
thing that made it appealing to me in Revengeance is because we knew that Raiden healed himself with the parts of his enemies. So him having
Yes.
precision slices made sense of like, I'm gonna dice you and only save what I need.
And it was also how he extracted information
Yeah.
too. So it made the mechanic, like the Fruit Ninja mechanic, made sense.
Yeah, but Wolverine, I'm
okay.
like, it's just strictly for gore. Like, it's just to
Yeah.
literally see blood go crazy.
I mean, yeah, but then if you have enemies that where you can take that same concept, but okay, this enemy because it could regenerate fast enough, I have to hit this point. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to justify it. I just think like I don't. To me, that wouldn't be like, okay, now I'm sold. Personally, that's not what
Mhm.
I'm looking for. The reason why I asked is just because when they showed like the actual gameplay, I noticed that Wolverine had the same initial launcher that Spider-Man has, where he has that kind of like that lunge back, that pull back, and then the lunge forward. And I was like,
Oh,
oh no,
nah,
oh no.
I think I think yeah, I don't think you Batman this. You have to do
That
combos.
I would agree. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
based off that little snippet, if you guys watch it back, he literally does the same type of lunge forward, and I'm like, this, you guys got to fix this. It's not gonna
Mm.
work for this type of character.
Mm. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. That's actually Sony stocks plummet after finding out
Nah, nah, nah,
Wolverine's comp.
nah, nah. It won't be that bad. I'm just saying, like, I think that's something to me where I've said this before. I'm like, I think that's where Insomniac
Yeah,
struggles.
it depends on like your attention to detail. Because like I said, every person picks up on different type of things. So I mean, but overall, man, like I said, I'm happy.
Yeah, no,
I'm very
I'm
happy.
still I'm very much looking forward to this game. But of course, it's like there's no game that's going to be. I don't think Insomniac is giving us has given us a 10 out of 10 experience. Nor am I putting pressure on them to. But like, there's a reason why most of their great games are at most like an 8.5. And right now I'm like, Wolverine to me looks more like an 8.5, which is fine. Like Insomniac's 8.5 is better than a lot of 8.5s. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, there's just these little things of like, I think we're almost there. Like we're almost there. But to piggyback quick off of Tim's point with Spider-Man 3. So part of the rumors that were like spilling around when the leading up to State of Play was that they're saying that there is a separate team that's working on Wolverine, even though like as it ramps up closer to release, it'll be kind of all hands on deck. But the Venom spinoff is still very much in the works. It might have been pushed back a little bit, but it's not like it's canceled. So assuming we get, well, not assuming we get Wolverine fall 2026, when do we get this Venom game?
Mm.
And and in your guys' opinion, how do we do this Venom game?
PlayStation 6.
No, nope.
I think so, bro.
There's
Yeah,
no
I think
world in
so.
which the Spider-Man trilogy doesn't wrap up on the PS5.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
world.
yeah. That's very true. Because honestly, bro, like I do feel people are like I do feel like a lot of people have hit the same space, like on a mental level as us. Like we don't want to see no new hardware.
Mm-mm.
I
So
don't either, but I just feel like they wrapping up, man.
no, but then all right. Well, wrapping up could mean so many different
Yeah.
things, man. Because as you can see from these state of plays, like bro, like a lot of stuff is really coming in, but it's like okay, yeah, like
I'll
all
say
right,
this.
things are being produced and things are being released, but that does not justify we need new hardware.
Mm.
Especially when I say that, and I'm also considering the economics of the world. Like countries are getting ready for war, fam, on many multiple fronts. And I know that's a whole different other topic, but there's a lot of stuff coming in this world about physical resources where I don't think a new system is coming. Like yes, like you may see like how Xbox is doing the hand, like you may see stuff in terms of products like here, but like a new core system, no, not for a minute. I at
Well,
least give them like another 2.5 years.
yeah, the
I
rumors is
say okay.
2027, 2028.
I'll say this. I think okay, things will bleed into each other.
Yes,
As
there
it
will be
was,
a PS6 version of the game for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
but there's
So
no way. Spider-Man is not selling the PS6. We know this to be true because it didn't sell the PS5.
I don't know what can sell the PS6 or
Neither do
the
they.
Xbox. Yes, because because the generation now, they don't care about graphics like
They
we
don't.
do.
They don't.
They don't even care if the game works.
I mean, on a functional level, yes, when there involves a competition. But I see what you're saying. Of like, they don't know life before high speed internet. So all
Yeah,
these
they
things
don't.
that you're just like, oh, look at this, like, oh, okay, this seems pretty standard.
I
As I
just, I
continue to
just,
play Resident Evil on my phone, you know,
I just equate this generation to like like you got your I don't know how you would describe them, but your cut off civilizations to where they just don't know the rest of the world can do this,
Mm,
and they're completely fine with their way of life.
mm.
That's what I look at that generation as. I'm like, whoa, you guys just only play cell phone games? Okay.
Right, but it's also the greatest cell phone games we've seen since the inception of cell phone games. That's also the other part.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing I think people kind of forget of like, yeah, they're cell phone games, but that some of the cell phone games that I've seen, I'm like, this is on a cell. Like when they announced the Final Fantasy VII cell phone game, I'm like, this is a cell phone game with the origin of Sephiroth looking like this.
Yeah, well, Square Enix fumbles yet again,
Well,
separating the storylines from the main continuity.
it didn't work with Kingdom Hearts. Let's just do it to all of our properties.
And you could have had a 10 out of 10 Final Fantasy. That could have replaced it all that filter.
Yep.
All of that banter.
Yep.
You know, but
yeah, I think
why would they give you what you want?
I think we have to imagine a world where Spider-Man 3 has to kind of come out the same year as Into the Spider-Verse 3. I can't imagine Into the Spider-Verse 3 with a Venom game at the same year. I'm not sure how that would work.
Is that movie still happening with all the turmoil that's
Supposedly. There's a new leak every week about the release date, so supposedly. It got moved up. It got pushed back.
Actor,
it got moved up. I
is the
think
main actor?
I think they pulled up. Like, hey, so what's gonna happen for the next 2 years is you're gonna put your phone down. And you will only speak to your coworker when she's in the booth with you. Under no other circumstance will you guys be in contact. It's over. Where is Shamik Moore now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But speaking of crash outs gone wrong, we can now transition into Sony's competitor ? Given the series of announcements over the past literally week and a half, Xbox seems determined to kill Xbox. And I know we've said this many a time on this pod. There's been many a think piece on YouTube, many of a play-by-play, but I'm having a harder and harder time trying to figure out what is the play here in sustainability.
All right, this reminds me of a chapter of Naruto to where Itachi resurrected along with Sasuke, and they were going up against Kabuto. And they put Kabuto in a genjutsu to where he can free himself only if he realized a certain thing about himself. And if he did not, he would remain in that infinite pre-infinite Sekiyomi. That's what's going on with Xbox right now. I don't know if you remember the ability or technique.
I do.
Yeah. So that's exactly what's happening with the Xbox. I'm like, yo, you have all the power to
all
free yourself. To free yourself from the people's perception of you. But no, gentlemen, it's been an honor. And then I'm watching, and I came in this podcast celebrating, hoping, believing, because it just didn't make any sense on paper how you could lose.
All right, so Tim had to make an exit earlier than expected for this evening, but Jory, you were telling us you're coming to terms with Xbox prior to the break.
Yeah, it's done, man. N- the console brand as we know it, it's over. It's over. It doesn't. There's nothing about this version of Xbox that makes me want to continue. The family friendly, let's look clean, or it just doesn't have an identity for me anymore. No, they don't know what they are, who
Hmm.
they are.
Hmm.
There's nothing to where I could look at this and say it's Xbox unless you put it green and put the font on there. The font itself is not unique enough.
Yeah.
Look at you know what I'm saying? Look at the Xbox One compared to now. At least the one and the 360. The 360 was like, hey, just jump on in. This is a college focused, more college youthful energy centric. Now this Xbox now is trying to be we're Nintendo. We also want you to play mature games, but the mature games that we think is okay.
Hmm.
We also want you to enjoy this, but we also want to put a restriction on this. And it's just I just don't understand. And the brand, how many times are you gonna rebrand your product? How many times? This is an Xbox. This that campaign for an Xbox should have been rolled out with the next version of the
I
Xbox,
agree.
not mid generation,
I agree. I
not
agree.
mid generation.
Couldn't agree more, actually.
How are you guys a multi-billion-dollar company and you guys don't know how to do marketing 101?
Trillion.
Trillion-dollar company, and you guys don't know how to do marketing 101. You guys don't take the work is already done for you. You can literally go back to 1999 and 2000 and look at all the campaigns that the Microsoft Xbox did, that version of Xbox, and just recreate it for this time. Because that's the Xbox that we know. That's what we're attached to. We're attached to that era and the 360 era.
Hmm.
The Xbox One era, dead. The Xbox Series X era was trying to get back some momentum, pulled some people back into it. But now we're at a point to where so if we don't know what this system is, why do I have this? You're gonna hike prices up and say that nobody wants to buy the consoles anymore? Well, that's why. Now you guys want to make your money back up through digital sales. And you were telling everybody, look, you can get all these games here at an affordable price. None of the language that you distribute is consistent,
Ever.
ever consistent. So why am I talking to people who don't have an identity? They're just going a brand that doesn't have an identity, going to and fro. 1 minute Versace wants to have the Versace logo. Next minute they turn the Medusa head to a lion head. Oh well, now they turn the lion head to a bat head. Now they turn the bat. Like what are we doing? Like
Hmm.
this is just experimental. You're showing me that you are incapable as a company. You're incapable as a company of having you're incapable of you're incapable as a company. You're incapable as a company to show that you have any lasting power. At this point, it feels like it's an experiment. It doesn't feel like there's any passion behind this. Everybody's just in a room to get the meeting. They feel like they're doing hard work,
Hmm. Hmm.
but they're not. You need either the staff is just out of date. You're always going to be you're always going to be at risk if the people that are making games don't play games. How would you know? How would you know what the people want? You're not
Hmm.
connected to anything. You're not connected to anything. You guys don't understand. You guys are trying to understand it through a YouTube video. It's not gonna. You guys don't play games yourselves.
Hmm.
If you well me and so were playing this game where man we really enjoyed it. But like you didn't beat it. You didn't beat it. You don't you can tell what's good, but you also don't have people around your staff that are actually like that are actually involved with the orchestration of games. This is how you would do. This is how you would do. Hey, this is how I would rebuild Microsoft, right? I would take some of the best leaders in leading and producing video games. H- Move that person, for example. All right, this is a wild card. All right, Hideki, listen, I want to do something. I'm just going with Hideki Kamiya. We know that he's probably not the best candidate,
No, but we'll go with
but
it.
all right, Hideki, I want you to work with this person and this person, and then I'll make the final say so on this product. Right? And you would find people that are capable of leading a company and understanding the culture of video games. Like it's to the point that Jeff Keighley, if given the money, I would believe he would have more success in running a gaming company.
Almost undoubtedly.
And that's the type of because he actually is a gamer, right? But he's a great businessman at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to put respect on his name for the best that he's done, for what he's trying to do with the age that we're in and how fast things are transitioning, right? I have to give him his props. It's not easy
We always
at all.
do. He's not
Yeah,
perfect, but like I always find the irony of like they're so quick to critique him, but if their favorite game doesn't win a game awards, they're furious. So I'm like, do they matter? Or does it matter? Or does it not matter?
yeah,
Is
yeah.
he good at his job or is he terrible at his job? Pick one.
Yes, yeah. So you got those short-sighted folks that just they don't believe in gray areas. They just
Right.
it's either
He's
red or
not
blue.
perfect. Yes. Is he
Yeah.
good? I would say yes. Sometimes great.
Mhm.
I would also say yes.
Yeah. So like it's just the company doesn't know who they are. The company doesn't know what they want to do. And what they want to do gets thrown out the window from a person from a company or the leader, the current leader right now who only wants to see coins in his wallet every 30 seconds.
Mm.
Goodbye. Good riddance. I really feel like I'm going to get the biggest payoff. Hey guys, we're paying everybody back who's ever bought an Xbox game from the time the Xbox was created. Give me my refund. Give me my
Bro, the way things are going, you could probably sell your Xbox at a profit in about 6 months. Used.
use. I say, hey guys, I'm selling my gamer tag. I don't care about any about this.
Yeah, you could sell your Xbox you could sell your Xbox at a little bit higher than the price it was originally released at and still turn a profit because it'd still be cheaper than buying a new Xbox.
And it's disappointing because it's disappointing because it's like, yo, this is such an easy fix, man. You guys have trillions of dollars to make yourself look like a WWE wrestler who was once heel, now turned hero, now turned into a face. You have enough money to do it. And it's I and what at what point what is it now about this company? Is it ego? Is it you guys just genuinely don't care? Or do you care? Like you guys now hike up your prices to $30. Who's paying $30? We're not number one. You do this when you're number one for 5-10 years.
Yeah. I would even make the argument that I don't think Nintendo or Sony could pull that off at that price.
Absolutely not.
That's a hard ask to say, hey, for $360 a year, you will get month to month value. Why would you put that on why paint that big of a target on your back? Who wants that?
No, okay, not only that, I can buy a Steam. I'm just going PC at this point. What's the point? And then you hike up the prices on the Xbox PC. That also goes up without any perks. You think I'm going to spend $30 to pay Ninja Gaiden for 1 month? Ninja Gaiden 4 at that? I'm like, yo, y'all could keep that game. Y'all could keep all the games. I'll buy Lies of P. I'm going to build my PC piece by piece, get rid of this Xbox. So what? I'll just get imports and just get emulators and call it a day. Why go the legal route? What's the point?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm joining Trafalgar Law. I got my Trafalgar Law beanie on me right now. Room.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Chambers.
It's
Swap
done,
one
bro.
for another.
Swap one for another, man. It's done because it's just every time they do one step forward, they do 30
They fall off a
steps
cliff.
back.
Backwards.
They just fall off a cliff. We defuse this bomb. Let's go set off this nuke over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yo, man, at this point, man, I think this is the coffin. This is the coffin. The next Xbox not gonna matter. The handheld's not gonna matter. It's you got everybody canceling the subscriptions to the point the server crashes. I don't think Satya Nadella cares what happens to this thing. You know,
I mean, he obviously doesn't. But the thing is, like, I mean, I don't want to interrupt you before you're done,
keep
but
going, keep going. No,
yeah, I think to me, what you said about the step and then steps back, is like I think it's one of those things where it's like they've hit a point where you could tell somebody with enough say so is tired of quote unquote losing, right? So to your point of like, you guys had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to come across as a people's champ, right? The Xbox Series X generation is already cooked. It's over, right? So rather than raising the price, you lower the price, you eat the cost till 2027, 2028 when your next console comes out. In the meanwhile, you're building your subscriber base because, hey, you can get an Xbox Series X 2 terabyte for $500 and will include a year of Game Pass Essential on there, right? Just incentive after incentive as incentive. So someone gets comfortable, falls in love with the idea of what Xbox has to offer. And then, and again, it's not a knock on Xbox, it's just business. When you hit the next console, then you start implementing some of these price hikes because at that point, someone is a little bit more invested. You're doing this thing where you're raising the prices on a 5-year-old console, raising the prices. And for all the talks about tariffs, like, yeah, tariffs is one thing, but you're the only one who's done it twice.
it's not. It's not that, bro. Like, uh, who's in charge of marketing? Is it one person or 17 people to where my idea has to be a part of the pie, no matter how much sense it
That's what
makes?
I'm saying. I think there's somebody whose ego is fueling the marketing push, the decisions being made. There, I like on one hand, I'm like, I get it if you're looking at stats on the paper, right? Xbox Series X is one of the more powerful consoles on the market. Second, maybe only to a PS5 Pro in terms of consoles. So by that aspect, it's like, well, if I'm a statistics on paper thinking guy, why would I sell a higher end laptop at a lower price than my competitor? Fair enough. But you're also selling a laptop that nobody has wanted to buy in quite some time. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the thing that I kind of keep, I'm like, I just don't understand how. Why do you
And
like make one good decision, like you said, of like, yes, setting Forza Horizon 5 in Japan or 6 in Japan is a great idea. You need that. You Xbox have wanted to be friends with Japan for decades at this point, it feels like. And it's like you then turn around and raise the price of the entry to Forza. I'm not gonna buy Forza. I'm not gonna buy Xbox for Forza. Why would I do that?
yeah, at this point, something occurred to me. Do I retire the Xbox brand and build something new? But even if I build something new, what will it be? Because what identity would it carry? Why would I buy this over the former?
I think this is setting the precedent for the Valve console, to be honest with you.
And I and now I say this, right? Game Pass won't Game Pass won't survive. You're not beating Valve. You're not beating Valve off of just sheer premise. You're not beating Valve. And then now you're telling me you want to build a console sharing Valve's interface. Go home.
Rumor, not guarantee. We don't know for sure.
At,
Rumor,
hey,
technically.
rumor. You're not gonna survive now. But you're just not gonna survive. Nobody wants or nobody. And then not. I'm hearing that Call of Duty is not included.
Not unless you have the new priced Ultimate Pass.
Okay, okay.
So you still
So
can get it, from what I
okay,
understand, but you have to have the highest tier. It's not like before where you
okay,
could have a lower tier and still get it. It's like, no. Call of Duty
okay.
specifically is for highest tier only.
Yeah, yeah. $30. There's not even people that make $30 an hour. Nobody's paying $30 a month. Um, what economy do you guys live on? You know, tech only works is if there's a person behind it. That's how. That's it. That's just number one rule.
Mm.
A computer selling to a computer Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right? What are you gonna sell this to an AI human being? Like your market is actual flesh and blood. You don't give flesh and blood what they want. Flesh and blood leaves
Mm-hmm.
quietly.
Mm-hmm. Or in this
Quietly.
case, very
Nobody.
loudly.
No, it's loud because now the servers
Yeah.
crashed, right? I'm looking at, they're telling me to pay. I'm not paying. I'm not gonna pay for my carrier phone, my phone carrier, and I'm not gonna also pay for this. I'm just gonna get another hobby. I'm just gonna use my body and master all the things that I wanted to master at the age of 34. I got a buddy of mine is telling me, "Oh, Jory, man, the only reason why your joints hurt is because you just don't use them." I said, "Okay, so what do I got to do?" And showing me all these techniques, I feel like I'm reversing my age. I can do a flip. Not to say my knees was ever hurting, but I actually move my body and I feel great.
Mm.
I can sleep at will with coffee in my system.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel great, but like with these games that's coming out, man, I just, for what we're getting, the whole industry's falling apart before our eyes. And it's nobody's doing too, and it's just greed. The only reason why we're here is just greed.
Yeah.
It's just greed. It's nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. And then you have your micro problems that are also becoming bigger problems. Why don't the younger kids want to play these type of games anymore? What is it that's happening cognitively to where they just want to play something that's social? Like everybody just wants to be in a simulator? Okay.
But I mean, I think, and it's not to say that it can't be reversed, right? But I think, and this is just to get a little bit social aware, real quick, right? But with the big cough that we all experienced 5 years ago,
Got you.
we weren't allowed to be social to the degree that we were. So you have a bunch of impressionable minds that are dialing into class from their computers. The only escape they have from these four walls is Fortnite. And now, after, let's just say, 2 years of having that, you're saying it's over. Just go back outside like things used to be. Fam, I missed my prom was virtual. I, you know, what I'm saying? You can't undo that at this point.
Jeez. And you know what's crazy? If I have a kid now, he's not going to be able to relate to that entire gap.
Exactly.
And that gap of children are like gonna be, man, yo, these adults act weird.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, my father was right, man. And his grandfather was right. And his father was right. But this generation of 30-year-olds, man, that I'm seeing at the age of being born, what, 27, 20, 28. I'm just giving myself a prophecy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, like, no, in all honesty, dog. To get back on topic, Xbox. I've retired. I've made peace with it. I'm shopping for PC parts, and I'm excited. I get to build my own fortress of solitude. Get my own cooling system. You know, I'm excited, man. I don't care if it's pricey. The thing is, you can literally, for how technology is now, I don't have to make another computer for another 10
Yeah.
years.
Your upkeep at that point will be cheaper than upgrading to another console. So
Will be, you think Skyrim 2007 is gonna destroy the Superior? That's the new chip now called the Superior. No, you know what I'm saying?
And I think the thing that people always want to give quick pushback to is like, oh, well, all these PC games have problems and issues, and there's all these different troubleshooting. I'm like, that, while that is true, to your point about the industry being wonky, we're seeing those problems on console, where we're hearing over and over, yo, no one seems to be able to figure out Unreal Engine 5. So it doesn't matter that you bought Halo rebooted on PC. It's gonna run about as well as it will run on the next Xbox, because that's just where we're at. Of like, they're not able to for whatever reason. They're having problems optimizing, and I think the second thing is like, you're also assuming that I always want to play the latest and greatest game. That's the other thing.
Man, oh man, oh man. And then the thing is, the community can fix the
Usually,
code. Usually, like,
Yeah.
oh, it was broken. Me and 17 other people fix this in 2 hours
Yep.
by putting our heads together.
Yep. We got Final Fantasy VII running in 8K at 120 frames per second with one mod.
Oh, you didn't like Tifa's thighs in this one? Oh, we got you, bro. We got you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
To me, like
yeah,
seeing the Xbox announcements is just like good luck to whoever your new fan base is. You know, good luck to whoever your target market is. I don't know who. I don't think you know who it is, but good luck and have a great time with them over there. Because unlike how Tim said in the group chat, unless you're kind of trapped by the streaming system of like you're an Xbox content creator, what other reason would you have to stay? What other incentive are you getting to stay?
there is I feel, and you know what, man? I would never tie myself down to one thing. It just doesn't make any sense, cuz now if you're a Madden content creator, where's Madden now?
Everywhere and nowhere, depending on how things turn out, right? We don't we don't know, but
We,
all signs would
we
say
do- you know what I'm saying? So
if SNK was any indicator, things aren't looking good. Things aren't looking good.
yeah, it's really not looking good, man. You about to have that Jay-Z Punjabi intro in every Madden. Or what's the
Why does every Madden soundtrack have Arab Money by Busta Rhymes on there? I don't understand.
we got that money.
Doo-doo-doo. You know,
I'm just saying, but like in all honesty, man, with the Xbox dog, it's just you know I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow Saudi Arabia purchases an Xbox brand.
but that's the thing that like I think is just
Wait,
ironic about
what?
this
I
whole thing of
mean,
like
if anything's gonna happen for them to do it in any impossible circumstance, it's them. It's them. It's that they'll find a way.
to
They'll
make it
find
worse.
find a way, dog. They have the reality stone inside their gauntlet. They'll find a way, dog. Like we were in good graces a week ago. We reversed. Hey, we're gonna release this. Oh, Ninja Gaiden's come. They're funding Ninja Gaiden. All right. Guess what? $30 wall.
We've heard your feedback, and we just thought Ubisoft Classics and Fortnite V-Bucks for everyone. Huh?
You want people to you want people to win. Like, here's what you should have done. Hey, this is completely free. This you pay for.
Yeah.
Easy. I get to play my games online for free.
And to
And
be
then you
fair, like you are getting certain perks right now. I think there's now supporting like 4K cloud play, I believe, which is cool. But does that warrant the price? Like to me, like whenever I look at like a price raise on anything, right? You're not gonna get everybody, but to me, it's like it's your job to try to target as many people as possible in that window. And it's like one, your first mistake was thinking that people were playing Fortnite like that on Xbox of all places.
it's phones mainly.
It's phones. It's phones. So you
It's phones.
saying Fortnite for everybody? I know you don't play Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. That's not an incentive for me.
Not an incentive at all.
I've played Assassin's Creed 2. I don't need to play it again at a higher price tag. I think I still have I think I still own the game. I don't need access to Ubisoft Classics. Now maybe it was Ubisoft everything. Maybe, right? Maybe. Far Cry 7 Day 1 on Xbox Game Pass. Maybe you have an argument. But Xbox Ubisoft Classics, half of those games you could probably buy for like $5. That's your
You
favorite
could
mom and
find
pop
out a
shop.
yeah, for not even $5. The whole thing is 99 cents for 24 games
On Facebook Marketplace.
on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Grandma just wants this. She was using this to hold her books
Yeah.
together in a favorite. She just wants it out the house.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, it's listen, man. I don't know if you put down the Xbox brand and rebrand it, but the thing is, like, I don't want you got none of you guys have edge. None of you guys show me that you're competitive in a way that it matters to be competitive.
Yeah.
This kumbaya, everything. Hey, let's just give in. This is not. This is the defeatist attitude for a company that also. Why am I? But why am I really surprised? Microsoft doesn't even care about being the great. They just want to be everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
They just really want to be
They don't want to
Zetsu.
be the best at. They just want to be, like you said,
Every
everywhere.
like yeah, we're that's you could never beat that strategy until you do beat it.
Mm-hmm.
Then what? It's too late for you. Right? This company, if certain companies decide to do, if right now Apple were to say, hey, we're gonna make another company to where we're a little bit more accessible, a little bit more affordable.
Mm.
This is we're Audi and this is Volkswagen. Let's see how this happens. Let's see what happens.
Here's
Let's see what
Lexus.
really happens.
Here's Toyota.
Let's see what really happens now. I'm just saying, like, it's just really for me baffling at this point, man. I can't give Phil Spencer any more grace. I don't know.
I
I
told
can't
you.
give the Xbox team.
I
Yeah,
told you. I told you. I said it got to a point where I'm like, it ain't. At some point, we got to stop using Xbox One as a fall off. Like, current leadership is lacking.
And so now, if they rebrand Xbox and they name it something, does it sell? I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
It's not. It's not going to even take off the ground.
Mm-mm.
Because what are you offering me?
No first party games to note. No incentive of Game Pass. Maybe you figure out play on the go by next gen. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Third party catalog with variable pricing doesn't matter. Hey, we got Expedition 33. We got Expedition 34. Yeah, it's $50 just like the first one. I'll just buy it. I don't want to pay a subscription fee to not own the game. I'll just buy the game. The game is cheaper than 2 months of Game Pass. Man, like why would I submit myself to that? It'll be day one, just like it's day one in the store where I will go to purchase it. Yeah, I don't have
You know
much.
yeah.
I don't have much
As
else to
soon,
add.
I mean, as soon as them boys say, yo, you know, the next MacBook Studio is Steam friendly. Really? Yeah, actually runs better. Easier updates, easier setup, drag and drop, icons. You're good to go. It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you buy it on the App Store, it's actually compatible on your computer.
Yeah.
It's done.
I just never imagined a world where literally one of the top 3 richest companies on the planet with access to resources these other companies can only dream of would lose.
I don't know if people aren't I don't think they know what's going on. I don't think they have enough time to sit down and actually talk to who made this decision on this end. And so now Phil just looks crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, who pulled this decision? Well, we ran it by you last week. He texted me and said, "I'm gonna do it." That didn't let me know what he was saying. Hey, can you call him up? Hey, Sergio, oh, what's what's up? Are you packing up your stuff? Yeah, I actually got a new job at another company. Oh no, you're gonna get fired before you leave, buddy. Let's go to the office, dude.
Mm.
Right, man. I don't know if they're letting AI run the decisions and they're paying for it, right? Because
Copilot is making.
I'm hearing that they have to use Copilot at work. It's mandatory. They have to log in using Copilot to get work done. Copilot has to make if Copilot doesn't make 50% of the decisions aren't accurate. And now Copilot just Skynet themselves into the ground. Like
I'm just again, I'm laughing because I'm just like, it like you said earlier on in your passionate speech, the blueprint was left for you in the 1990s and the 2000s. All
They
you
gave you
have
the
to
perfect
do
blueprint.
is
All you had to
follow and
do
execute.
was be Spike TV of gaming.
Yeah.
That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. You just needed to look like Marcus Phoenix helped make you.
Yeah.
Marcus Phoenix, Master Chief, and Do Guy helped build this console system, and therefore these are the games we're getting.
Yeah. And even with your ecosystem, it's like here's what Nintendo's not offering, here's what Sony's not offering, but we're offering it. You win. You win.
You win. You win. Hey, listen. Like I would, you would easily have won if you gave. Hey, we got console color varieties. Geniuses. Microsoft doesn't sell on hardware. You think
I wonder why
there's
that
no
is.
there's no incentive, dude.
I wonder why that is.
You wanna charge me Lambo prices for this, and it
Right.
only comes in one color?
Right.
No.
Right. Meanwhile, Sony got the lavender PS5 plate, and I think I might. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And I think I might. You know what I'm saying? And you can buy these pieces sold separately, right? You don't do no Xbox anniversary version to where it looks in the likeness of the original Xbox. You don't do anything like that. You don't do the menu that you did to do the Xbox anniversary is such dry. You guys couldn't think of hiring the same guy who did it for you in the first place? When you turned on an Xbox, you felt, yo, this is actual competitor.
yeah.
You
Is that a
know,
reactor powering up?
yeah, bruh. And now you look at the console system, and it's just a bunch of people with no edges to them. It's bread without the crust. And cut off the edges, please. I want my PB&J. I'm like, yo, you pathetic weakling.
I don't really want to have to chew.
Can you can you shave the skin off this apple, please? Oh my gosh. Really? A little wax, really? You think that's gonna disturb your immune system? Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm so mad I spent this much money.
But you didn't know.
You feel me? I didn't know, and you know what? Why are you here?
Yeah.
I feel like Bane.
Yeah.
I feel like Bane. Why are you here?
Yeah. You didn't know.
Yeah, and right now, man, it's just like, okay, how can I sell my Xbox and get all the money I spent back on it? It's not worth the save anymore. It's not worth the save.
And then how do you even pitch it? Because Xbox has dragged its name through the mud so much. You even mention it, and people are like, why would I want your Xbox?
I'll get somebody in Brazil to buy it.
I mean, I'm not saying in the literal sense you won't sell it. I'm just saying like in terms of how can I put this? Mainstream cachet, right? It's like if I was like, yo, I still have my Super Mario 3DS. People are like, yo, that design was pretty hard. How much you want for it? But the Xbox is like, I'll take it off your hands. Because like you said,
I'm doing you a favor, man. This is you're at the pawn shop. I'm talking to the pawn stars and be like, hey, man, this is an Xbox Series X. We got Phil Spencer to verify that it's actual Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
And you get nothing for it.
In fact, it's the one that he tested before approving it for shipment. Like,
yeah, that's you see remember that YouTube video? That's the one actually in the background to get everybody amped on what's to come.
I'll just say in closing, I'm like, I think it is just surreal seeing the rise and fall of that brand so quickly. I never would have imagined that them purchasing all those studios would be the worst possible decision for them in the long run.
It's the worst possible decision. It's the worst possible decision because, right? They could have taken what they needed to take instead of the entire suite. I would have bought everything at 50% just so I can have a say so, just in case someone try to have it. My hand's already on this
have a little investment in the software aspect of it for sure. Yeah.
Oh, we'll fund you We'll fund the rest of this. Oh, you guys are having trouble funding some of this game? I would have just done that, and because now you have to be loyal to me.
Yes.
That way, I softly can acquire slowly. I would have done that, but it was a bad decision because we didn't know that. For me, I think the future of CEOs or people running a company will be refined. This is going to be a lesson for the generation to come after this, because when you ask them, how is it that you're winning for 30 years straight as a company? Well, we make sure we don't hire these type of people. What type of people? If you don't play games, go home. We're not paying you.
Yeah.
We rather train somebody, invest money ourselves to train them how to run a Fortune 500 company versus just we'll send you to school, we'll pay for your school, you come back and you show us what you learned. Because other than that, I'm not hiring somebody from Target to run a gaming company. He's going to create the Labubu's. Hey, just attach this keychain to your console. What does it do? What do you mean? It's fun. It's hip.
Right.
No,
How does this
that's not what
satisfy
we're
the
doing.
target audience? Target
Yeah,
audience.
like Crossfire, like you know what I'm saying, like Crossfire. You can bro, it's like you know what commercial I'm talking about, right? Like how do you pitch this? This is not gonna work, man. The Laughables, you can slap your hands together. That's why we gotta call a number for you to buy it, man. Because you ain't got no money to ship it. Y'all using my money to ship it. Like, dog, it's I'm sad, man, because this is an easy win.
Yeah.
This is Seahawks versus the Patriots. Just give the ball to Marshawn Lynch. He was averaging 15 yards every play. Just do it. Just do it. just Al Pacino any given Sunday. Just do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ooh-ah,
Right.
ooh-ah.
It's working. Just keep it up.
Just keep it up. But when that steam sheet, when that steam machine drop, I'm gonna be dancing like George Clooney from that. That's George Clooney from the Boondocks meme.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna be me dancing like, yo, yeah, it's bro. I just have it here because I have the rest of the things on here already.
No, I understand.
I'm gonna buy myself the PlayStation 5 Pro because I still got my Grand Blue Fantasy Relink game on there, and I'm just floating around in the ether. It's got to find a home.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, don't even care to buy Final Fantasy 16 on this thing. I'm not buying anything full price anymore.
Why would you do that?
Why would I do that? Why would
Again,
I do that?
we've reached a point of like they have exhausted every single incentive. There is nothing. Even the most hardcore Xbox defender is at a loss for words right now. And you're one of the rational defenders. I'm talking about the one who, no, you just don't.
No.
That they're quiet.
It's over. Like I would to make a I would tell any future YouTuber, don't make your entire channel about a brand, bro. You can have parts to where you talk about that could be a segment, but once that company doesn't deliver what you're not gonna eat no more.
Yeah. Yep.
Now you have to, hey, man, I gotta find another hobby. Scratch.
Yep. There is a Mortal Kombat YouTuber right now who is sweating.
Oh, I
and
remember
you know
the Gears
who.
I remember the Gears of War YouTubers, man. I'm like, man, y'all not gonna eat any bread. Y'all saw what they did to the game storyline? Listen, Gears of War 5 stories was kind of trash, dog.
Yeah. At this point, just start writing Gears of War fanfiction on your channel. You know,
like just
be a Dragon Ball YouTuber. What if Beerus was stripped of his god powers?
Bro, that is so. You got the Spanish community just, hey, I like it. You feel me? With that Cell Boozer, dog. Jeez, man. Like, oh my goodness, dog.
If Beerus had a brother, he also had to have a father.
Named Taps.
Right.
And what if Hit had a brother named Punch?
Right.
Punch shows up and oh, bro,
Yeah.
it just nothing of substance happens. Nothing of substance even. It's just this is where we are, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for at least this portion of the podcast episode. We will be continuing the second half at a undisclosed time, but hopefully in the near future. But we appreciate you guys for sticking with us as always. And yeah, we would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think, both about the state of play, the future of PlayStation, the Wolverine game, and what Xbox is doing? But till next time, I am Antonius the Gamer, Super SSS rank.
we need to do an entire episode dedicated to, and then it's gonna be called "What is Xbox gonna do next?" Ding 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 ding. All right, for 3,300. What is Xbox gonna do next? End world hunger. All right, say numbers on the board says.
They're gonna do the exact opposite.
SS rank. What do you think? I think let's say initiate Skynet initiative by an accident. What's the accident? New controller that goes into the cloud accidentally, I don't know, uploads Mr. Smith 2.0 as
Right.
a college
And now with
experiment.
Copilot, we can play the game for you.
We can play the game for you. All you got to do is just think. With a smaller fee of 1,000, we can drill a hole in your head and yeah, whatever. I don't know what else.
X-Force.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going, man. I'm just talking at this point, man.
Till next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Till next time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give you another scoop on what Xbox is doing.
For sure. It's been the Press Start Select podcast. Peace.